This week, Baby Yoda yells, "Stop the count," as Frog Lady tallies her eggs. I'm Brian Carey, and this is Cannonballs, a comedy podcast where we discuss the plot of all the Star Wars media that Disney has deemed canon, including books, comics, TV, and movies. I am joined, as always, by my co-hosts, Tudor Petku, Aaron Laramie, and Wesley, I Don't Speak Frog, Isaac.
Pull up! All craft, pull up!
It's a trap!
Welcome, Tudor Petku, creator of this lovely theme song.
Hey, what's up, guys? Thanks for having me back.
He's back.
What was
Despite
the theme
complaints.
song? Remember we wanted Tudor to make a theme song about something else. What was it? I have bad memory today, guys. Oh my god,
So-
my stomach's drinking.
It's just a short 5-second SpongeBob song. Whenever Wes is about to
Oh,
make a
yeah.
SpongeBob joke, he goes, "Hit it, Brian," and I have to quickly scramble to try to play it.
Boom.
Or
It's like, you know,
SpongeBalls, the podcast within a podcast. It needs its own intro. song.
SpongeBalls.
fair.
Yeah, I'll think about it. I'll get some.
If
I'll
you did
think
it,
about
I have figured out OBS enough that I could probably pull it off.
You could just start off with like, "Are you ready, kids?" And then, you know,
Oh, he's
Let's go off
already brainstorming.
Yeah, I know. He knows the intro to SpongeBob. Damn.
Sponge. It's pronounced SpongeBalls.
I want to
it's,
get through,
it's an underground show. Not many people have heard of it.
I want to get through some of the rigmarole real quick because Tudor's got some news for us. But we do
Who's
this show
this
live.
rigmarole?
Rigmarole. We do this show live on Twitch every week. It's 8:20. We hit between 8 and 8:30 most weeks. I'd say
We hit.
we hit it, and then it's live on YouTube.
Oh.
Watch the YouTube. You know, steal
Hey.
your. Here's what you do. You make a fake Tinder account, right?
No, Jesus.
And you say
Christ.
you're a
Brian,
podcast host. Just link it to here, and we'll get like half a second view until they figure out it's just four dudes.
It's just nonsense.
Or
Every
nerds.
picture on every picture on the Tinder account is just Matthew McConaughey, but like now, like that he's old, not like young, like just like really bad photos of him, and you're like, this is what I look like. They'll be like, maybe he does. Those aren't very
him,
flattering.
It's him crying in Interstellar, just picture after picture.
That'll
Like, the last,
He
the
looks
last one
sad.
is him with the Dallas Buyers Club. Like,
I'll get rid of AIDS.
this might be a bad idea. Maybe not worth the
maybe,
COVID fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we don't pretend to have AIDS on Tinder to get more viewers.
I'm just spitballing here, you guys. We gotta get those views up. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Do people
Yeah.
still use Tinder anymore? I don't know.
I know.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
they do. I feel like
Only
if
if
an
you
app
have
can
AIDS.
help you. Jesus Christ. Is that Tinder's that's Tinder's ad? That's their little like byline.
Oh man. Well,
You
hey,
got AIDS, we got you.
what a better place for our podcast, the STD of the internet, to have a presence.
Very true.
It needs to spread
Yeah.
to be an STD.
That's ouch. That's true.
You guys are not getting any.
Oh man, a couple weeks ago was brutal. We're I hope that was the low point, the rock bottom, if you will.
How do you mean?
Yeah.
the
I
12
didn't-
views.
Oh,
Are we not doing rock bottom reference?
I can't
I-
understand your accent. Hit it, Tudor.
I was gonna say,
yeah. Tudor.
oh, no. You know what I think we should do? Not even a theme song. We just have Tudor on standby. And every time we do it, it flashes to him and he goes, "Are you ready, kid?"
Yeah,
He doesn't even play
But
music.
it's always live, so he's just never able to live his life. He always has to be like just standing by. Like,
Yeah.
Sucked.
Yeah, you say, and it's Brian scrambling to call Tudor to scramble.
He's like on a date, and they're like, "So tell me a little bit about yourself." Oh, hold on 1 second. Are you ready, kids?
Yeah. Just give me 1 second. Personal call. Hold on.
I think that would be worth it for no one.
No.
So, Tudor, you've got some news for us.
Oh yeah. I hate Star Wars.
Hot take. Hot take.
I quit. I'm done trying to give. It's been years
Wednesday?
of just slop constantly being fed to us, and I think we've gotten so used to that slop that anything with a little bit of spice we think is fucking good. And
spice.
like this Mandalorain thing just had it had some spice in the first season, just a little bit of spice. But that was like the first and last episode. Everything in between is garbage. And then this week, what was this? What was this?
It's the frog eggs, Tudor. The frog eggs.
What is this? What did it do in any respect? It had like no character development. No, it did not progress the plot at all. There was no dialogue. Barely. There was maybe like what? And Baby Yoda, who's voted most likely to suck eggs in high school.
Beautiful. That was a beautiful tie-in right there.
Aye, Captain.
And that's another thing. Fuck Baby Yoda. Fuck it. I'm done. I don't care how cute. I don't care how cute he is. And honestly, they're just shoving member berries down our fucking throats with this thing.
Man, look at the references. Fucking
yeah.
Everyone references Fast and Loose over there.
I think everyone's gonna tear
Yester.
Disney a new one, so I gotta give him a soapbox.
The last week's episode too is just you remember? Do you remember Sand People?
Remember Boba Fett?
I remember.
Yeah,
You heard
exactly.
it. There is record. I don't think we're gonna see Boba Fett again.
I don't care.
If that's
I
true,
don't care.
I'm on Tudor's side. If that's true, and that's a 5-minute teaser in an episode, like a byline
You
in
see
a
his
episode
armor,
that
you
didn't
see
have,
him old, done.
yeah, and then they're like, he's good. End of storyline.
And that doesn't even have to be him. That could be anybody.
It'll
Probably
be like
not.
early Game of Thrones when the dragons were supposed to be big and cool, and we're like, when are we gonna get these fun dragon usage in any?
They're tiny for 4 seasons, and then they're big for a season. You're like, yeah,
and they never use them. That'll be Boba
are
Fett.
we celebrating? Yeah,
We'll get.
They're like,
season
don't worry,
6.
don't worry, Bran. You'll never walk again, but you sure are gonna fly. And he's like a moth, and I'm like, oh, I thought he was gonna take one of the. I thought it was gonna be like a dragon, and he's like, look at me, I'm a moth. I'm like, oh, that's.
dude,
writing.
The craziest thing that any of the dragons ever did was die. That was the most mind-boggling. The Ice King
I was like,
and then become the Ice King's dragon.
yeah,
I just like that he carried the chains around all the time.
yeah.
He's like, yeah, this is the chain gang. White Walkers, they just carry big chain in case we ever need them. I was like, oh, that's interesting.
That way we have them.
Hey man, they got use out of him.
No, one guy was like, you know what we should do? We should dedicate 25 dudes just carrying big chains around. And they were like, that's dumb as shit. And then he was like, you know what? I'm going to go over your head. And he got it approved by the board. And then eventually then he was like, I told you so. And then he got promoted. And it was a whole thing. Did you guys see that episode?
It's my favorite.
I don't know. Which season was that? 5?
That sounds like 7. That sounds like 7 where nothing actually happens.
Where they go into the intricacies of how the business of White Walkers
season
is
7
run?
worse than season 8.
Yeah,
that is a hot take.
Yeah.
That is a hot take.
I'm not sure I agree with that.
All
I would
they
agree
did
with
was
that.
go north of the
Or-
wall and grab a fucking zombie guy.
Yeah.
I'd have to
no,
look
season
at,
7's
Do you want your proof? Here's your proof. And he's like, and I was like, oh, you guys nailed it. We only
least
got a
Game
bunch
of
of people
Thrones-
killed for this.
had some sense of, some originality to it. Star Wars for years now has just been unoriginal.
Yeah, I was actually complaining about Mando, aka Din Djarin, today. So before this, there was never any lore that the Mandalorians couldn't take off their helmet. So, someone who's a fan of the show could go on and tell me, oh, well, it's like a post-apocalyptic religious cult thing. They leave their helmet on the whole time. Sure. But why do you cast Pedro Pascal to play a guy who never takes off his helmet?
It's like casting Matthew McConaughey to play a guy who has AIDS.
Because they can. They have the money. They have infinite fucking resources.
You could have cast that. You could have cast me or Brian to do that job.
Who's under that helmet? That's Pedro Pascal.
John Favreau should have just done double time. Should have wrote the show and been the Mandalorian.
He's like, yeah, it's me, and shit, gotta leave my helmet on.
Well, then he has like Marissa Tomei as the love interest, and
he would, dude.
Just be like a fat Mandalorian.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
That's an if Marty
one. Just imagine him like flying around, like
his jetpack's like sputtering.
Yeah. Who are your top 5 guys then to play the Mandalorian?
Dylon, and Dylon.
Hot take.
I want Pete Rose,
James Gandolfini,
Joe Namath.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Of course.
Wait, would they do the voice too?
What voice?
For the Mandalorian.
He has the voice?
No. The voice would still be done by Pedro Pascal.
Oh, I see what you mean.
And the one time he has the helmet on, it doesn't
he has some specific voice or accent.
No.
Like, are they going to try to imitate? This is the way.
No, it's still Pedro Pascal's the voice actor, and the one time he takes the helmet off, the voices don't sync up at all, and it just confuses everybody.
It's like drunk history.
Like a 3-second delay.
What's Ryan Stiles up to these days? He'd be a good Mandalorian.
Him and Colin Mockery bouncing back and forth. Colin Mockery will be Baby Yoda.
Who does play Baby Yoda?
I'm not sure.
It's a great question, huh?
Danny DeVito.
Even sharks need clean drinking water.
They use just perspective to get him to look that small.
Yeah, they film him from really far away.
The camera's like really high. And they're like, yeah, all right.
Some Lord of the Rings shit.
Yeah.
You know what would be cool if they had the guy who played the Mountain show up for one episode.
And he was Baby Yoda.
And he was Baby Yoda.
Like, wow, Baby Yoda's huge in this episode. He's just like fucking giant. He's lifting like Atlas stones onto a thing, and they're like, wow, Baby Yoda's strong.
I'm like, can he use his mind? And he's like, no, look how strong he is.
Yeah, he doesn't have to anymore.
So fucking ripped Baby Yoda.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I want a 6'6", 380-pound Baby Yoda. That's what I want.
Oh, man.
Don't we all? So, Wes didn't watch the episode. Aaron, did you watch?
I did, and I do have to say I echo Tudor's sentiment, and we've talked about this before, but the sentiment of just like in again, we brought up Game of Thrones, which is a great example of this, where like when you have an 8-episode season, which is it's literally 4 hours, 5 hours, give or take of
total back down to 40 minutes this week.
You gotta take advantage. Like, how are you not taking advantage of that time? I mean, even if it's an hour, 8 hours is not a ton of time. Like 10 years ago or 15 years ago, there were literally TV series. Like if you look at The Office, there's like 40 fucking episodes in a season. Like they would just rattle off like episode after episode. And not that
that's because they had good ideas.
Well, but it's just a weird
if
like
20-minute episodes, then Frog Lady's fine.
Sure, yeah.
I'm like sitting here for 45 minutes.
You know,
I didn't see Frog Lady, but it doesn't seem like I needed to see it to be able to tell that it was terrible. Like pretty much the entire middle of the last season.
There's the nude scene of
There's
Frog
the
Lady.
steamy nude scene of Frog Lady, dude. She's without her clothes, man, just sitting there.
And then she grabs her clothes.
Eggs all over the place, just fertile.
Oh, 1 second.
Yeah, Tudor, the screen is fogging up. I can't see you.
All right,
Besides almost seeing some Frog Lady side boob, I honestly thought that this whole thing was trash.
That would have been more scandalous than Arya side boob.
I was just going to bring up Arya. Yeah, that's funny, Brad.
Frog Lady side. All right, maybe.
I thought Arya was what you were referring to.
How old is Frog Lady? Wait, what?
old enough to have kids and get married, apparently.
Yeah.
There were three characters total in that whole
Old enough to give a hot tub birth, old enough for me.
That's a hot take. Jesus.
Brian, can I quote you on that?
Yeah, Wes, timestamp it. Save that one for later.
Oh man.
Yeah, excuse me.
Oh fuck.
All right, let's tell Wes the story of episode 2.
I feel like I don't even want to hear it.
Attack of the Clones, baby.
Attack of the Clones? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, we're bringing it back.
So we pick up on Tatooine. I am thinking, maybe
that's another thing I want to I'm super fucking Why are we still on Tatooine?
Tatooine's a shit planet.
It's been 60 fucking years. 60 years since we've been on Tatooine.
No, the issue is that you guys think that there's more planets.
It's a fucking galaxy. Yeah, but most of them you can't live on, just like ours. So there's only Tatooine, Coruscant.
Yeah, we blew up Coruscant and
well, now it's only Tatooine. See what happened? Yeah, see what happened?
Force Awakens.
There's just a handful of creatures on fucking Tatooine. They have all this technology and all this possible imagination. They can come up with new goddamn planets that is better than just shrimp swamp people too.
They're just desert.
Dude, my favorite episode was the shrimp people.
That was such another dumb episode. That
was a great episode. It was not. It really went into how shrimp people. It was a commentary on how difficult life is for shrimp people.
Yeah, how marginal.
You just try to hang out.
You're trying to scrape by as a shrimp farmer.
You're trying to scrape by and you're farming your shrimp and you have literally no defense at all. And then dog people show up and they're like, "We're gonna steal all your shrimp to make alcohol." What do they make? They make what the fuck are they doing with the shrimp?
I don't know, man.
Oh yeah, there were the weird.
And they don't destroy the entire village. People are still. They have these raids.
They don't know how to farm.
What they do is they kill 2 people to keep them in line. And just you know what it is? It's a modern telling of A Bug's Life.
Exactly.
It is. We were talking about it. Yeah, hell yeah.
That's right. We'll have new viewers.
Did we make that reference in the episode? Because if we did,
I don't remember. We might have.
I swear we did.
Oh yeah, because I did we looked up who played Hopper.
Oh, because it's Kevin Spacey, right?
Because it's Kevin Spacey. Yeah. I gave the Kevin Spacey quote.
Yes, dude, Marty.
The sun grows the food, the ants pick the food, we eat the food, something like that.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what it was. And again, it's another similar. Everything is the same because it's always things are so great and prosperous here, everything's fine. And somebody attacks them and they're like, "We have 0 defense at all. I don't know how we got by this long." Wild animal. It can be a cat shows up and they're like, "Take all of our shit. I'm so sorry." And the cat's like, "Meow." And they're like, "Oh, he's in charge." I'm like, dude, how do you guys have? Nobody knows how to do anything. Everybody's just we just farm shrimp. That's it. Nothing else. We can't do anything. No, nobody knows. The only one who knows how to shoot a gun is that chick, and she's like, "I shoot guns sometimes," and everybody else is like, "We don't know anything."
My husband's dead, so I had to rely on myself.
No one else has guns here.
Yeah.
Dog people just take whatever they want, and we hide under a basket.
And again, one-dimensional character, never see her again.
No, she wasn't important.
No character development. And what the Mandalorian?
He's back on that planet to grab Cara Dune, and he's like, "I'm gonna avoid this girl."
Yeah,
Dude, he goes back and he's like, "Hey, you want to hang out with me?" And she's like, "Not really." And he's like, "But what if I told you it would be fun?" And she's like, "I'm in." I was like,
You
"This is
son of a
another great
bitch, I'm
episode."
in.
Great dialogue. Killer.
Disney's got that writing. It's sharp, witty.
Exactly. But yeah, like to prove more of Disney's great writing, Brian, take it away. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I interrupted
So
you.
I got
but I am
partway through
furious.
my first bullet point. Don't worry, there's not many.
You
So
know what I'm
we're
saying?
still on Tatooine, which at first I was like, oh, maybe we'll see Boba Fett again. I'm still on the we're never seeing Boba Fett again train.
Why would you? He's not important. Nobody
I'm
cares
not
about him.
calling him Mando anymore. His name is Din. Din is
That's gonna be
clotheslined by
confusing.
some people hanging out, hiding behind some rocks.
Classic people.
They try to take Baby Yoda hostage. Din exchanges
course.
his jetpack. And then he kills the guy after they exchange the jetpack by flying him up in the air. I guess it was just to show that Baby Yoda is still being hunted somehow. I want to know where this tracker is and why they can't just fucking take it out.
You know where it is.
Like, wouldn't that be your first step if you were being tracked to stop being tracked?
Yeah,
Now you know where it is.
but if you're a baby, I mean, you can't take care of yourself.
So
You're a 50-year-old baby.
if you're a 50-year-old baby, there's no way you can take.
Well,
It makes
I'm
me
pretty
think
sure
of
it
the first
happened.
episode of Broad City with Fred Armisen, and he's dressed as the baby. He's like, I can't clean the house. I'm a baby.
Is that Adam Sandler?
It was basically an Adam Sandler impression.
Fred Armisen doing Adam Sandler doing a baby.
Now that's three-dimensional characters.
Yeah.
Take notes,
I would be like-
Disney.
I'd be like, "This is great. I'm gonna watch this every day."
Yeah. They should have hired Fred Armisen to be the Mandalorian.
He's like, don't take him hostage because I'm a baby.
And Baby Yoda's like, "It's me, Adam Sandler."
Yeah. He's like Adam Sandler impression, right to jail.
Oh man, the depth
Well,
in that.
that was a lot to digest
Marty
right
in
there,
the chat,
guys.
get some more Aaron bucks.
Yeah, there was a lot. There was a lot of Fred Armisen in there. There was way too much.
Oh,
More than
gotta
I think
create a
anybody ever
GIF
needs.
of Marty marking his whiteboard if he's ever not here, just so I could pop it up.
We
on
need
the
that to
screen.
we need it to like bounce across the screen like an old school like TV logo.
Exactly.
It almost hits the corner.
So yeah,
Yeah.
the clothesline it takes out his speeder and he has to walk. And I'm wondering,
That
how did
sucks.
the people who attacked him get there? Like, did they just walk too?
They walked. Yeah,
They're
they
just
walked
hanging
and
their
lived there.
clothes on the line.
It was a pointless opening 5 to 10 minutes.
Seems cool to me. I can't wait to watch it later.
Yeah,
So
let's
he,
make sure you don't skip it.
He gets back to the only bar on Tatooine, the cantina.
Remember?
And
Yeah,
he sees
remember.
I
Princess-
remember the cantina.
He sees Princess Carolyn playing cards with an ant. And
Oh, I bet you that reference. I bet you that reference is so good. I wish I'd seen the episode now.
I love that episode of BoJack.
Season 3 of BoJack
we should
Horseman's
put
the
that
best
on
season
like
of TV ever.
movie details or shitty movie details.
Yeah. Fuck.
Oh man, so Princess Carolyn's playing cards with an ant, and
Sure.
Din is just like, well, that was my only contact for a Mandalorian, and it failed. And Princess Carolyn's like, it just so happens this ant knows a contact, but you have to cover his debt.
You have to beat him in a game of cards.
And-
But you have to guess what he's holding behind his back.
Yeah. He, like, just
in one of
looked
his
around.
6 hands.
Yeah.
But you gotta, this ant knows where the Mandalorians are, but you have to protect him from Hopper and the gang.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait a minute, I've seen this before.
Help him collect acorns and nuts and seeds.
You can help him collect seeds and berries.
Princess
Make him
Carolyn's
stay
like,
off with
pretend this is a
grasshoppers.
seed, but it's a rock.
But it's a rock.
So
See,
for
it's
some
what-
reason, Din just blindly trusts the ant. He's just like, okay, that's a very high stakes game. Here's all of my money.
It was a very trustworthy looking ant. I gotta say.
Yeah.
That guy had honest eyes if I've ever seen one in an ant.
In an ant.
Honest eyes and feelers and pincers.
Every time I have an ant in my house, I take them all and I look them all in the eyes, and if they seem honest, I let them go. If not, well,
you let them stay.
I let them stay.
Ants again.
Stay there permanently.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, you're gonna live here. Yeah, your soul's gonna live in my house, ant.
If they're bad, you march them right into that raid trap. That little ant thing sitting in the corner of your room.
So Princess Carolyn wins the hands, gets all of Mando's money.
Sure.
The ant knows Frog Lady. They never give her a name. If you have closed captions on, her name is Frog Lady. Everyone in Star Wars has a name except Frog Lady, whose name made her Frog Lady.
No, her first name is Frog, last name is Lady. You like that one, Brian, huh? You really like that one, buddy.
So after Mando Din covers these bets,
I think it's pronounced Mandalorain.
Like, I won't tell you where the Mandalorians are because I got to deliver my own eggs to my husband. She's not pregnant. She has them in a weird backpack.
Yeah, it's like they're like suspended in like goo, and they're like these fluorescent, eggs that are like in this weird fucking backpack that Baby Yoda keeps staring at longingly, and you're supposed to be like, "Oh, look at Baby Yoda," and I just want to crush his little fucking skull. And
I really just like Tudor's "Oh, look at Baby Yoda" face, so he just like rolled it. Oh, look at Baby! I really liked it. That was good. Sometimes I am like, "Oh, look at Baby Yoda," and he's like.
Yeah, he's just making a face.
Oh, God.
And I'm like, oh, that's so cute. It's really not.
He's not doing anything.
So
it's just,
Sarah
it was
loves
good
Baby
for a little
Yoda.
bit.
Even she was yelling at Baby Yoda when we'll get there. We'll get there.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! I'm excited.
He's just there to sell merchandise.
So eggs aren't in the Frog Lady; they are in a backpack. And eggs can't survive hyperspace, so they have to travel sublight.
Everybody knows that rule that eggs can't.
Yeah, clearly. Have you ever met any female that's gone through hyperspace and given birth?
It's true.
Not me.
It's a serious.
Do you remember?
This is a captain speaking. If anyone is pregnant before we jump into hyperspace, I suggest you get off the fucking spaceship.
Yeah. You guys remember when Michael J. Fox did too much hyperspace and ended up with Parkinson's?
That's right. Well, that was time travel.
Yeah.
Same difference.
He traveled faster than the speed of light. You're right. You're right. I'm sorry, Wes. You're right.
Thank you. I'm a scientist.
Oh man. So Din agrees. He's like, "Yeah, I'll drive you to your husband sub light speed." They're on their drive. We learn Frog only speaks Frog. They don't have their own language that's named anything. The language is called Frog.
That's good.
Yep.
Great writing on this one.
Yeah. So while Mando's trying to chat it up with Frog Lady, Baby Yoda sneaks into the egg backpack and starts munching on some eggs.
Oh.
Cheeky bastard.
Yeah, that's
you knew that's why he was eyeing him, is he was hungry.
Yeah, I wrote a note while it was happening. I was like, Baby Yoda want to eat eggs?
Baby Yoda's a fat ass.
Yeah.
I think it'd add more depth to Din if he talked to Baby Yoda like it was a puppy or a cat. Just like baby speak.
They do have like weird chemistry, but not at the same time. Like they could have that sort of like, oh, Baby Yoda, like, God damn it.
Maybe
like
he's like a badass, murders people. And
Baby Yoda. And Baby Yoda looks at the camera and goes,
when Daddy killed a Batman?
Who ate all the eggs? And Baby Yoda eggs up. Baby Yoda.
There's like a live studio audience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the last of the species.
Mando,
wiping out.
Mando. Like
that would be awesome. That'd be awesome. That's actually, you know what? That's
Live
the show I
studio
want to
audience
see.
Star Wars. That's our next.
That's what you need.
The Mandalorian is filmed in front of a live studio audience.
Actually,
Alright.
Baby Yoda, I'm home. And he has all the eggs off. Baby Yoda, did you eat all the frog eggs? Oh man, that's great. That's great writing right there.
Have you guys seen
better than
the trailers for that new Marvel show WandaVision or whatever? That's
It's
about like
Scarlet Witch.
and Vision and stuff. Yeah,
It looks
I've seen
That-
a little bit for you.
it's totally filmed like a weird like 50s sitcom. Like it's filmed this
Yeah.
in like,
Yeah,
sepia
absolutely.
tone, like sitcom style stuff. And I think that's a cool like tonal departure for Marvel. Like there actually looks like they're taking a risk there with that. And I'm like, Star Wars, even though again they're all just fucking owned by Disney, but like they could use some of that, like, hey, let's take a risk here and try to do something weird. Because Mando could, and not that it needs to like have a live studio audience, but
But how great would it be?
it would be pretty funny.
So I'll jump ahead a bit. So there is, and I haven't read it. It's either a comic or a novel, and it's this ship that gets taken over by parasites, and there's a whole bunch of stormtrooper zombies. It's not canon at all. But when we first crash on this ice planet, I'm like, what if this is the scary episode? What if there's some tribute and there's stormtrooper zombies? That would have been a cool member berry.
Again, tonal shift would be kind of cool because a lot of them have been a similar like that Western style. Like it would have been cool for them to completely change it up and have it be like a horror episode all of a sudden.
A
You know,
random horror
But this is
episode?
the show for babies.
It is.
Absolutely.
For
This is
Baby Yoda.
This is the show. You know what they're gonna do? You know what they're gonna do instead? By season 4, they're gonna be like, oh, the Empire created the Murder Star, and you gotta shut it down. I'm gonna be like, oh, the Murder Star? What does that do? Like, it blows up planets sometimes. And there's a bad guy on it, and you have to go blow it up and then face him. And I'll be like, oh shit, that's original, the Murder Star.
I can't
They're
wait
on
until
the Murder
3
Star.
years from now when I get to go off on The Force Awakens.
well, they're on Tatooine, and the
They're on Tatooine's the opening.
Again.
So they're on Tatooine. I'm like, no shit. What else is new? I love it, Aaron. I love it already.
they're on Tatooine, and there's the two like sons in the background. They're both the baby faces, like in Teletubbies.
And a third son comes up and it's the Murder Star. And they're like, oh no.
Man, this show is for children.
It is literally for babies.
Holy
Show for
shit.
babies.
So Marty in the chat with a fun fact. We're not going to check this. No one check it. The director of Ant-Man directed the
I would
episode.
never.
That's actually true. Paul Rudd did direct the episode.
That's a
He's
Marty
around-
buck for you. Marty.
I like Marty's so involved. Marty, go do something with your night, buddy. You're not on.
No. That's why we pay Marty the big bucks.
Marty's,
So you guys-
Marty's actually our intern.
Marty's the only one who's paid.
So I wouldn't even be mad.
Before we get to like sidetrack, I'm going to throw out real quick. I have an Aaron Buck random thing. It's a joke. The frog lady is voiced by this dude named D. Bradley Baker, who's like a crazy famous like VFX dude. He's literally
Candle maker.
His name sounds familiar.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Yeah, you would know his like his credits are literally it's like Johnny Bravo, Cow and Chicken, Dexter's Lab, Spider-Man,
They
like
make a
Angry
frog
Beavers,
lady.
Frog lady.
Angry Beavers, Wild Thornberries, Powerpuff Girls, SpongeBob, like
And
Harvey
the highlight of
Birdman,
his career?
Parents, like it's
Right.
like The Adventures of
Frog
Billy and Eddie,
lady.
fucking Jackie Chan Adventures. Like it literally goes down
The
like
best
his
show
list.
of all time. That's a
I know, Brian, I know.
throwback.
I know you love Jade shit. It's literally like Codename Kids Next Door, Invader Zim, Static Shock. Like
I
it's
didn't like that, Brian.
Yeah,
Invader
like
Zim.
you would think.
Let's go
Hey.
into Invader Zim.
All right, what do you want to do about it?
I don't remember the show, but I remember liking it a lot.
Invader Zim was great,
it's a good-
dude.
it's
a
pretty
great
good.
show.
Don't watch it though.
I would say
'Cause
it
you
doesn't
won't like
hold
it
up as
anymore.
good now. Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah, you know what
probably doesn't.
No,
hold
I
up
would
at all?
recommend-
Chalk Zone.
No, dude, Chuck Zone always holds up.
Why does Chalk Zone not hold up?
Yeah, how does it not hold up?
Yeah, because nobody uses chalk anymore.
Yeah,
exactly.
Brian,
These
using
kids
a
with their
tablet.
fucking
Everybody's in
smartboards.
whiteboards now.
It's like that's
Yeah,
not
they should make
tablet.
it magic marker zone.
Yeah.
You try to make a
Stumbled
show,
through
and
that
it's
one,
just
fellas.
the Fairly Odd Parents episode where they go into the internet.
I love that
That
episode.
wasn't awesome.
The
That's like a
Information
movie.
Superhighway. Yeah, that's like a whole
Dude,
movie.
the Fairly
Yeah.
Odd Parents, fucking solid show, and they
Yeah.
like invented 3D printing. They were like, look at this
You know what?
magic.
You know what they did though? They did the
Wish
first.
for 3D printing. They're like,
That
whoa.
Fairly Odd Parents. Fairly Odd Parents is the original interdimensional cable.
Yeah, you're right.
Mhm.
It was
That is true.
That movie was one of my favorite movies.
there's a decent Codename Kid Next Door episode where it's like interdimensional cable. Ooh, these beers. They're
A lot of
starting to
those-
hit. I got a show to host
honestly,
you guys.
A lot of those shows like do hold up, but I swear I watched an episode of Invader Zim in
No,
like
it
the last
doesn't.
year.
You know what it is? For some reason, I don't know why we thought it was so good as
It's
kids,
the
but
type
it's
of
nowhere near
humor
as good now.
that it is, like, because his like Gurr, his sidekick, is very much like random LOL humor, kind of like he just shouts like random things,
He's
and like again, it's
the
funny.
Hot Topic T-shirt of comedy.
Like, yeah, it's very.
Yeah, you guys remember wearing Hot Topic T-shirts in middle school? I don't do it anymore, so I don't watch Invader Zim anymore.
Yeah, I definitely remember being like, oh man, like there's some shit like from my childhood, Invader Zim, and I threw it on, and I was like, it's definitely like there's some stuff that's funny, but it's a lot of that like random for the sake of random humor
Absolutely,
in some of them, and especially with Gurr, who I think is like one of the funnier characters. So I don't know. You have to be really baked, I think, or something. I don't know. It's
I never smoke.
choose your
Aaron,
own
would
adventure.
you like to be
situation.
under the Cannonballs Network, the host of our Invader Zim Balls podcast?
I once watched, like, when I was a kid, we went
I'm
on
so
a
excited for this.
road trip. Shut up, Liz. We went on a road trip. We helped like family friends move to Florida, and I remember watching. We had like a DVD player, like a portable DVD player, and we watched the entire, I think, first and second season of Invader Zim, and I think my mom was going to kill us by the end of it because just hearing those voices for 24 hours, like as we're driving down, just screaming and whatever. I don't think she'll ever let that show be on TV in my house ever again.
I liked it.
Traumatized.
I know.
So
Oh,
Din Djarin gets pulled over by the space cops, a cab.
Remember?
Wee woo.
They are they don't like that his ship isn't registered, basically, and he's like, I don't have to. And they're like, yeah, but we're the New Republic, so you have to.
Yeah, but
He's like, yeah, but psych, and he tries to run away. Crashes
But
on
he can't go to hyperspeed because he's got a bunch of half-eaten eggs in his
That's right.
car.
yeah, he's got a mouthful of eggs.
So he
After a space chase that is highly reminiscent of
chase.
the first episode where they blow up the Death Star. They just
It's the
changed
same thing. It's fine.
the skin at they just change it to that whatever ice planet they're on. Is it Hoth? Was that
I
planet
honestly was waiting for it
I
to
don't-
say it was
Might as
Hoth.
well
It
have
is-
been.
Hoth? It might as well. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, basically
It's
was
also Tatooine. It's just cold.
It's
like
cold
cold side.
Tatooine.
If you look at the poles
that whole
of Tatooine,
space
it's
chase
cold.
was member berries. All of
Yeah.
it.
I remember.
So
Yeah.
I actually liked the action of the chase. I wrote, this guy knows some maneuvers.
Sounds like
Paul Rudd knows his action scenes.
I like it.
Look at us.
Look at those wicked references.
Who would have thought?
Chan.
Not me, right?
So
Look
he
at
knows
us.
some maneuvers. He tries to like slide into some cave, falls through the ice, and they're like, "Oh well, we better take an 8-hour nap now that we fell through the ice."
Yeah, it's like I'm so tired.
So they wake up. There's this hole torn into the hull of the ship. Right?
Hole in a hole.
Hole in the hull.
It was a cornhole. I hate cornholes.
There's like ice everywhere, and I'm like, oh shit, there's some fucking wild animal in here. No, I don't know what actually happened. That was unexplained.
It's just Baby Yoda.
Yeah,
He
Baby
wakes up and
Yoda's eating some
was
more
stuck
eggs.
in the ice upside down. He's trying to reach his
He's like,
lightsaber.
yeah, and then he cuts down the little fucking abominable snowman.
Yeah,
And I'm like, Baby Yoda killed the abominable snowman again.
So Din still can't communicate with Frog Lady. So Frog
Makes
Lady
sense.
sees the head of the weird robot insect creature from the Bill Burr episode and wires it up to talk to Mando. And
That's
it's basically
awesome.
like, oh, dude, I thought it was your creed to help me deliver my eggs. And yeah, so
I feel like that's kind of a low blow to be like, hey, I thought it was your like I guess if you're not going to stand by your moral code, like
also, what was Din's plan? Like, was he just gonna sit there until like that's when he starts fixing the ship?
Right.
yeah. He's just sitting there with his arms
He was
crossed,
just like, I guess this
I'm
is
not
where we
watching
die.
yeah.
Mandalorians
This is the
are
end
known
of the
to be good.
story.
Mandalorians are known to be good midwives. You know, they have to
Yeah.
deliver the babies.
That
we'll
might be
get
true,
there.
probably.
We'll get there.
It was definitely some weird like Skyrim shit of them. Like they got like into safety for a second. They're like, "Yep, I'm gonna rest for 8 hours." They're like flicking their thing. They're like, "I'm gonna stop and rest." Like,
Yeah, I'm like, it's not sunny enough out yet for me to get the shit I want to, so let me just rest till morning.
Yeah, enemies are nearby. Can't rest.
I'm like, God damn it.
So while Mando's fixing the ship, Frog Lady sneaks off into the little ice cavern and finds
Smart.
this hot spring to give birth to more eggs.
I thought the scene of them showing her cloaca just dumping eggs into the stream was a little graphic, but
Cloaca,
you know,
is that an Aaron Buck? Marty.
Why would that be an-
I don't think frogs have cloacas. I think those are chickens, but either way.
I think the scene where she used her beak
Yeah.
expel eggs. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. Aaron's like, chickens, frogs, what's the difference?
So Frog Lady's naked in the hot tub and little eggs
Fuck yeah.
are floating up. Now, Wes, to give you a visual, they look like a red lava lamp, but just the little balls. So just
Ooh.
little red lava lamp balls are floating up in the hot tub.
Dude, we're live right now. Try not to turn me on.
Naked
Save this for the post show.
Naked Frog Lady almost ruined my No Nut November.
Tudor sitting there with his dick in his hand, and he's like, ah.
Yeah, it was
I'm gonna
hard.
timestamp that one. Where are we at? 42:15.
Oh, dude. Frogs totally have
man.
cloacas. Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
Yay,
awesome.
basic biology.
Good job, buddy. Oh, fuck yeah.
So I have a few problems with the scene. I don't remember them bringing the eggs with them. Maybe they did.
I don't remember Star Wars being so sexy.
I don't remember ever being this turned on watching
So-
Star Wars.
So Frog Lady's sitting in the pool, right? Just
Yep.
pushing one egg at a time to the edge of the hot tub for
Yeah,
Mando
like
to
how
pick
frogs
them up
do.
one at a time and put them in the tank.
It's so weird. It was a weird
There's like
scene.
20 fucking eggs.
Yeah.
It's like,
Dude.
Yeah.
here's my
Again.
eggs, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
Take them to my husband.
it was weird.
Yeah, like,
That's the whole point.
it's your
The whole
job to
point
deal with this. Like,
is to take her to her husband, who may or may not know where a Mandalorian is.
Yeah. Spoiler
He's
alert.
like, no,
we
don't worry.
find out.
I'm really good midwife.
Yeah.
it's just,
Man.
I don't know.
So Baby Yoda gets like slapped away from the new Frog Lady eggs and goes to eat these weird egg-shaped things on the ground.
Most likely to suck eggs.
Yeah, baby.
Are you ready, kid?
Yeah. Fine, scramble.
So these are just the frostbite spiders from Skyrim, and there's a lot
Sure.
of them.
Yeah.
Weird. Like,
They run.
We did this in Harry Potter.
We did it in Harry Potter. We did it in
And
Lord
in
of the
Skyrim.
Rings.
and in Lord of the Rings, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's like, you know, it'd be a great creature that's like mean just big spiders.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, no, I've seen this many times. Like, no, but these spiders are mean. I'm like, no, they're all mean. Like, no, but you don't get it. They're really mean. I'm like, okay.
Like, these ones are cold. They're ice spiders. Like, okay.
Like, all right.
Yeah. So
of course there's one big one. They get back to the ship. That big one
Mama
lands
spider.
on the ship. And when we think all hope is lost, the same space cops, ACAB, show up and shoot the spiders. So he's saved by
cops.
There's a racist joke. There's a fucking fucked up joke in there somewhere. I'm not gonna try to find it. They just fly in and shoot the spider.
Pedro Pascal wasn't white. There it is.
They're like, shoot first, ask questions later.
They're like, yeah, that spider looked like a suspect.
Oh man.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
So
Like, sprinkle a little crack on the spider. Like,
oh, look, the spider had drugs the whole time.
It was a drug-related crime.
Yeah.
Oh man, look at that money. That spider money is definitely counterfeit. Let's just shoot first.
There's white powder everywhere. That's just snow.
White power everywhere.
Oh man, I saw death sticks everywhere.
Good old white power.
So
It's okay. Biden's president now, so that's all gonna go away.
Dude, I was gonna do Biden bombs tonight, but I didn't have any. Oh yeah, no, I know, Brian. I didn't have any.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I didn't have any Red Bull. I didn't want to just drink pure Jägermeister. So
to be clear, we're celebrating Biden.
Yeah, I was gonna say I would have put the picture of Biden and bomb together too quickly.
Yeah. We're already on thin ice with some of your jokes this season.
what? No, I've been good this season.
We'll make sure to bring that specific defense up to the judge. I've been good this season.
Last time I was here.
No, I already deleted the episode.
Oh, okay.
Don't even bring it up.
You actually deleted the episode?
Aaron and I discussed it, and I think the YouTube algorithm didn't like us.
Dude, this week it did apparently.
Yeah, no, we're back on top.
I don't know what's going on.
All right, I'll try not to say anything super crazy then. I'm sorry, guys.
So the same cops who were chasing Din show up and they're like, hey, we ran the Razor Crest. It says you're wanted, but you saved Davin, so you're good. And I'm like, who the fuck is Davin? Anyone want to guess who Davin is? Did you guys look it up?
I didn't look it up.
Oh, no. I want to guess.
I didn't care at that point.
We should speculate wildly.
Yep, wildly speculate.
I think it's Boba Fett.
I was going to say nothing.
Davin is the other horse surgeon that works with Beth Sanchez.
I thought that was Gavin. Is it
I
Davin?
think you're right. Aaron,
I'm gonna go with
your
Gavin.
guess.
My guess is it's Boba Fett.
Tudor?
I don't care.
What a guess.
It's Baby Yoda.
Isn't it obvious, you guys? It was the guy who was running the prison ship in the Bill Burr episode. They
Jesus
heard about
Christ.
how Din Djarin didn't want to kill Davin, even though
Didn't they kill him, though?
prison. No, I guess he was just knocked out. I don't know.
She drew like the little knife. Like
This is what I'm talking about.
He's like,
That's who
"Oh."
Davin is.
Yeah. Davin's like, hey guys,
Weird,
let's
dude.
all be cool. And she's like, I've had enough. And like fucking stabs him in the throat. And she's like, here's this knife to the throat. And he's like, I'll make sure I'll
Look at
survive
Tudor.
long enough to let my buddies know that the Mandalorian didn't want to kill me. Like, dude, he was dead as shit.
Yep. So they let him go because of Davin, the guy who was flying the space prison.
Man, dude, he really lucked out with that.
That's
You know
weird.
what that's a great callback, and that's to show all the babies that watch it that if you
Who knew?
if you
who
do a
Davin
good deed,
was.
if you do a good deed, you know it's never good murder. Say if you
That's a
murdered
hot
him.
take.
My hot take is, it's never good murder.
Yeah. Let's get up on your
Murder,
Even
soapbox,
though he
bud.
literally fed a
Murder
guy
bad.
to the Cheshire Cats in the first episode.
It's true.
That's okay though. They were just he's okay too. He survived that.
Coming. Yeah.
And yeah, just like everybody from Chicago.
So
Good old
we can complain
Richard Gere.
in 10 seconds. We don't see the eggs delivered.
you,
We
Wes.
don't learn where the next Mandalorian contact is.
No movement of the plot at all.
Yeah, what happened to the frog lady eggs? That seems like it's huge. I bet you a bunch of them grow up to help him later on.
Oh my god.
When he flies against the murder star, it's him and a bunch of other frog pilots. And he's like, frog leader, do you copy? He's like, frog leader, standing by.
Oh, and there's a fat
standing
one
by.
because there's always a fat pilot in every single
Porkins.
like
And
always
his
at least
name,
one
and
fat
his
pilot.
name always makes no sense. It's like Porkins. I'm like, why is the bad guy's
They're
name
like, Tony,
Porkins?
standing by.
Yeah.
I'm like, is that Chumbo? Chumbo standing by. I'm like, dude, the fat guy's name is Chumbo? And they're like,
One of the cops in this episode was fat.
Was his name
Yeah,
Porkins?
yeah. I think one of them was Dave Filoni, the writer of Clone Wars.
And it was John Favreau was the fat cop.
Porkins standing by. Porkins, they're all over you. I can't see them.
I just love the.
No, Porkins.
He's just the cockpit's on fire and he's just flying into like a burning. He's burning alive in his cockpit. They're like, "Oh, we lost Porkins." Like,
No, Porkins, look out!
So, side
for our
note,
audio listeners,
Squadrons, where you just play as pilots, is actually a lot of fun.
can you beat Porkins?
You can
Do you
design
wanna-
your own character, and I'll leave
You know how-
it at that.
Man,
You know how,
I'm
like
gonna
in the
be
new
Porkins.
Battlefronts, you can be like the Jedi or like Boba Fett or like Grievous in the new like Battlefront games. You can be Porkins in the new Squadron. Like, that'd be hilarious. He's like one of the special characters.
he's the hero that you unlock if you get enough kills. Porkins has entered the battlefield.
Yeah.
And it's like, time to fly.
Oh fuck, that would be awesome.
Look out, Porkins, they're all over you.
Oh man, I totally play that
Shake 'em.
DLC.
His special ability is suicide bombing his fucking X-wing into like the crowd of people.
Yeah, it's called I Can't Shake 'em. I can't shake 'em.
Fucking,
Porkins, get out of there. Yeah.
shout out to Mrs. Porkins and the whole Porkins family.
Admiral Akbar shows up. It was a trap.
Yeah. And then as he throws flowers onto his casket, like
He served well.
We'll always remember Porkins.
yeah.
He
Oh,
knew
what
the
a-
cost
the
of serving the rebellion.
Yeah. And eating all those pork rinds. Like,
She like can't
That's
identify her husband. It was just rebel food that was shit.
Yeah, his last name is actually Phillips, but they just called him Porkins because
he just ate pork rinds.
Oh man.
like, we'll always remember Timothy Phillips. And I'm like, who the fuck is that? And like, oh, he went by Porkins?
They do like an open casket and it's just the rebel helmet and some like ash. Porkins.
That's him, Porkins.
Oh,
I believe this episode ended with Porkins' funeral.
See, that I would watch that episode.
I
That,
think
that
it's
would have been a
solid.
good member, Barry.
Yeah, that would have been better. Yeah.
And we're gonna be
Yeah, for
under an hour for the first time in millennia.
Wow.
Yeah,
a
no,
long time ago.
I'm gonna pull up comments on YouTube if
Yeah, these
Kanye.
comments, bud.
if one
Dude,
of
I
you
can't
wants
believe
to brainstorm a outro.
I was
Sign
disappointed
off.
to see Kanye only got a couple 100,000 votes.
I know that's 2024.
2024.
For.
Yeah.
2024, he's gonna win it.
I heard people talking about which like they're like, man, do you think Biden will be a 2-term president? And I'm like, the dude's gonna be like 82. I'm like, I'm thinking he's gonna take a break.
We're
Like,
gonna have 1 year of
probably-
Biden and then 3 years of Kamala. Let's go.
I'm for that. That dude
Yeah.
can just like, you know.
No, he still jogs.
Dude, he jogged out there. That speech, he was yelling. He didn't seem sleepy at all. He was ready to go.
Are you guys sure that the race is over though? Because I heard that Trump said that he absolutely won
by a lot.
Yeah, Trump tweeted that he won. Yeah, as soon as the race was called, and I thought he meant for him.
Yeah, I'm very confused. How does political stuff work?
Yeah, what if the president, even though they don't get more votes or enough electoral college votes, just declare that they win? Does that count as winning?
We're gonna find out.
We sure gonna find out.
He probably watched Mandalorain
next week.
The big baby.
Yeah, the season finale of 2020.
Ooh, that was
the
fun.
season of 2020 is really getting good. It's had a weird start.
It's the series finale of 2020.
Oh man. So Donkey Flap.
Hey,
I think a new commenter. Welcome. That's a joke for anyone who's a big fan of the podcast.
I don't get it.
Who are we kidding? He's the only one who makes it this far in the podcast.
It's true.
Yep.
I don't even think Marty's still watching. He's like, I'm good.
He's like, I got shit to do, guys.
Yeah.
So Donkey Flap says, well, I was disappointed because I thought I put this in the last video, but here are some words of wisdom. When in doubt, rub one out. Don't be fickle. Tickle the pickle.
Those are good words of wisdom. I like it.
Thank you, Donkey.
Like
and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Oh. Did anyone actually think of a sign off?
I don't have one. Tudor?
Stop supporting Disney.
All right, well, let's
split it up.
Let's
split up
Tudor
Disney.
obviously never makes it to the end of a show either. Wes, do you want to do a Tudor impression?
No.
Aaron.
I'm doing a Tudor impression?
Yep.
Or should I set Tudor up?
Yeah, set Tudor up. Let's see if he nails it.
All right, Tudor. So, as we always say at the end of Cannonballs,
say what you just said earlier.
Star Wars is for babies.
Yeah, Star Wars is for babies. Just stop supporting.
I'm cutting your mic. Great job,
everything.
Tudor.
Pull up. All craft, pull up.